police got all this evidence on this guy, Jussie, right? And now they're freaking out. But the Attorney General, or the State Attorney General there, or the prosecutor, the chief prosecutor, whatever his title is.
Prosecutor, yeah, the woman.
No, it was a guy. It was a guy in Chicago who said, I'm not exonerating him, but we're dropping all the charges.
Yeah.
So, you know, the actor came out, did a press conference, I told you I'm innocent, and the police and the mayor of Chicago went fucking ballistic.
Yeah, and you know what, Frank? That's why they were able to drop the charges. The smart lawyer said,
I think that the reason they dropped the charges, the prosecutor, and the prosecutor looked like his hands were tied, in my view, that's why he dropped the charges, is because the police, the superintendent, all of them, went and tried the guy, even though I believe 100% he's guilty. I believe he staged it. Anybody who doesn't believe that is full of shit, right? He staged it. But I believe that in a democratic society, it's innocent till proven guilty, and the police and they all tried him in public. So that was going to compromise and prejudice the case. So the prosecutor said, fuck it, you know, I'm going to lose.
They prejudged him. That's all they did.
Exactly. But the prosecutor said that the police, even though they had compelling evidence, irrefutable evidence, that this guy was guilty, and I believe he's guilty, they were going to lose the case in front of a judge. So he dropped all the charges. But he did say that it does not mean he's not guilty.
No. Well, you know, that's.
But the evidence, I mean, the case was
when you have a lawyer
prejudice,
manipulating the law,
it created prejudice against the case, and because they did all of this shit, all these press conferences. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
And here's my question. You guys got to help me here. The two people that were part of this scam, shouldn't have they've been charged too? And if they were not charged, they should have said that they made a deal with the prosecutor.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah,
I know they did. I mean, it's evident. But that should have been disclosed. Those two people, for their testimony, they were told that they weren't going to be charged. But none of that was disclosed.
No. Well, it was a deal. You know the deals they made, and that.
I'm just saying. I think it was wrong, and I think that's another. Like you said, the legal team for the actor from Empire. That was another ace in their hole. That there was no disclosure at the beginning by the police, yet they went and did a big, huge press thing, and went after him in the press. He gave him a trial in the press.
Oh, when that chief of police on that morning, I mean, he really went after him, and that meant he was guilty, and he got tried on TV.
Well, the cops were pissed because they used 12 detectives, right?
Yeah.
And this was a scam. This was a scandal, and this was just bullshit, a publicity stunt by this guy, right?
Yeah.
And Chicago's got their hands full with real crime.
Yeah, and all that you've said is correct. This guy was a fraud, and he got off.
He still is a fraud, and it makes me sick to my stomach that he gave that speech. It nauseated me. You know, I don't fucking get these guys. They get away with murder, shut the fuck up, and go hide under a rock. And O.J. Simpson got away with murder, but he kept blah blah blah, and then karma's a bitch. It got him, and he went and did prison time in Vegas. And they offered him a deal. You know that. Tony, they offered O.J. Simpson a deal. I think it was like 12 months, 13 months, and he wouldn't take it. So the fucking judge dropped the fucking anvil on him.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
he did.
She dropped an anvil on him. But what I'm saying to you is, now if I was Donald Trump, either I'd shut the fuck up about the Mueller report and let his attorney general protect his ass, right? Or release it. But, this morning he went on a rampage on Twitter calling for the resignation of half the Democrats, and it was treasonous. This investigation was extremely treasonous. because they were trying to overthrow the government.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
That's total bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Frank, remember? Do you remember Kavanaugh? Do you remember the Judge Kavanaugh?
I remember Kavanaugh, and I also remember the other side. And Barack Obama was trying to when Barack Obama was trying to get judges in place and stuff. They were nuts. I mean, both sides are dirty. I mean, there's no fucking way.
Dirty. Did you mention about your boy?
So
the
they
boy
went after Kavanaugh.
He's very.
They went after Kavanaugh because they did not want another conservative judge, right?
No. No, I know that story, Frank. But back to the Chicago guy. He's very close to Michelle Obama, and they got the Democratic most wealthy donors, Sharos, to pay the legal fees, Frank.
Okay, well, I disagree with you. The way I followed the story was this. The prosecutor said, I am extremely upset. I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember verbatim what he said. The prosecutor said, I cannot bring this to trial, right, knowing that I could lose this in front of a judge. I only take cases that I can guarantee that they're not going to get acquitted, right? So I'm going to save the taxpayers' money, and because a lot of mistakes were made. And he basically said the guy's fucking guilty.
Yeah.
Said he's guilty. But he will not be able to get it to stick in court because of how upset the police were when they found out that it was a staged bullshit fucking thing.
Yeah.
And see, if the police would have kept their fucking mouth shut and not done all these press conferences, right?
Yeah.
This guy would have been, well, he's indicted still, but this guy would have been tried, and he would have went to jail.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's the police. There was the police's reaction to being embarrassed. That's what it was.
Listen, I understand the emotion on the police side. I do. I probably would have done the same fucking thing, but it's not the way to do things in a system where there's only fucking law and no justice. You understand?
Yeah.
The criminals have the best protection in the world.
Yep. Yeah.
And the innocent do not. So what I'm trying to tell you is, nobody protected this guy, Bill. That's bullshit. What this guy did is he hid behind his rights. He got a good legal team, and they probably went up to the prosecutor in the case, very competent guy. He knew that he was fucked with all the prejudice that was created by the press conferences and the anger by the police.